Hi, and welcome to another free.volous webisode, now in 4K. Yes, I have a new camera, and these are my first videos with it, so I'm still trying to grasp all the changes and all the different things. Please be patient if you find any problems, you know what's going on. I'm still trying to come to terms with it, and I'm starting with a very ambitious kind of video because this is an Up Close and Poresonal. We're going to talk about the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation from Hourglass. If you don't know, the Up Close and Poresonal is a video where I apply the foundation to my face and I show to you how it performs on me throughout a whole day and give you all the nitty-gritty. No filters, of course, that would come without saying, but who knows. But yeah, no filters, no anything, and I will do some up close shots so you can see how it performs on me. Just keep in mind we're all different, so this is just a little bit of a reference for you to, if you're looking into this foundation, to know what to expect. And yeah, my skin is combination to oily. It's now starting to go down a bit on the oily side. It's starting to just stay a bit more combination. It still gets a bit oilier throughout the day on these areas. I have loads of hyperpigmentation, so for me coverage is important. And I have some acne sometimes breaking out. And of course, I'm 42 years old, so wrinkles, all that stuff. So today we're going to apply the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation and we'll see how it goes, right? Let's go into it. The thing that I'm loving the most that I have autofocus, so I don't have to worry myself when I move around while talking to the camera. I'm getting my fringe out of the way and let's go in. Shaking it like a Polaroid picture, which you shouldn't shake. And this is a pretty creamy foundation, I'd say. It's a liquid, but more on the creamy side. It's not that kind of fluidy, very liquid product. And I have mine in number 7. In case you're wondering, I struggled to find a match because they're either too goldeny yellow or too peachy pink, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with a light layer and I'm applying it with my brush and then I'm blending it in with the sponge. In case you're wondering, I never apply any kind of primer or anything because I want to see how the foundation performs naturally. The only thing you need to know is that I have my usual skincare routine and I always apply sunscreen. So if it doesn't perform well with my sunscreens, it's not a good choice for me personally. So I'm building up on my cheeks now, because that's where I have most of my hyperpigmentation, and also a bit under my chin. Pressing it on. This is just freshly applied, only the foundation on my face, nothing else. And you can see it has a very soft, I wouldn't call it glow. I would say this is a soft matte foundation, at least on my skincare, let's say, and without any priming glowy products. It does have a medium coverage. I'll agree to that. You can still see my darker spots on my face, but most of it, it's completely evened out. And most of all, it feels super lightweight and very, I don't know, soft. It's a way to describe it. It gives you a bit of playtime to blend it in, but you feel like it's starting to set. And now we'll see how it goes on the wrinkles, because this one, because it's a soft matte that gently settles or sets, there's always the potential to emphasize lines, wrinkles, stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes and how it performs throughout the day. I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. There's nothing too special going about. I'm just gonna do a close-up and show you how it looks. The just amp up a bit of the light here. I must confess, I forgot to apply the foundation to my forehead. I hope you'll forgive me, but you'll get a hang of what's going on around my laugh lines. I didn't do much to my face. I applied a couple of cream products just to see if it would lift easily, which it didn't. I'm super chuffed about that. And then I applied a couple of powder products. I only powdered on the center here. I didn't powder anywhere on my cheeks because the foundation is basically set. It doesn't feel tacky at all, which I really appreciate for this kind of product because it feels it's not going to transfer as easily as something that stays creamy or tacky. Although you can see the finish, this is where I didn't apply anything. The finish is basically a satin matte. So if you're looking for something glowy, although the foundation, the name of the foundation suggests that, this may not be the one. But yeah, this is how it goes for now. I'll stay at home and do a couple more videos if everything goes well. I'll do a few check-ins, and at the end of the day, I will compare the claims of the foundation to how it performed on me. So stay tuned. I'm so out of practice with this. It is 12:45 p.m. I had already turned everything off. And off I went. But yeah, I was having problems. I was troubleshooting stuff with the new camera, so I couldn't record early, and there's also lots of light coming in right now, so this is what it is. I'll try to stay at least 10 hours with the foundation on, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Wow, this has been a journey with this camera today. I'm sorry, friends, if the lighting and the color grading is all over the place. I'm doing lots of tests and trying out things. We'll see. Anyway, it's 5:54 p.m. I forget I can do this right now. And so this has been on my face for about 5 hours, let's say. And it's looking really well right now. I have a bit of a little dry flake over here being emphasized and a little bit of texture emphasized on my chin. It's not unusual, but overall my skin looks really even and the foundation hasn't budged at all, which is really interesting. So I'm gonna go up close so that you can see. This is the problem area around here where it has bunched up a bit and separated around. It's a problem area that I have because I've had lots of acne always coming up in the same places, so I've accumulated some texture here, but hey ho. And here is the other cheek. As you can see, everything is still covered, nothing has moved. The hyperpigmentation is still mostly covered. It was a medium coverage to start with, so all in all, I'm having so much fun with this. All in all, so far, amazing longevity. The finish is really nice. I'm starting to look slightly oily over here, but it's something that, as you can see, I'm used to, and I can press it on. I want a foundation that can be lived in, not necessarily something that just looks good for a couple of hours on camera and that's it. And this is very, very long wearing, as you can see, and on my laugh lines I don't have much to complain about, to be honest, so pretty chuffed. I'll do another check-in at the end of the day with my final thoughts, so see you in a bit. Hi, it is now 11:25 p.m. and this is how it's going. It's been almost 11 hours with the foundation on, which is a good average, I'd say, for people who have to work and commute and all of that. And about an hour ago, that's when I started feeling a bit oily and really feeling in my skin that things were starting to sort of disintegrate, you know? It's still holding strong though. Mostly in my cheek area. I have touched my face. I live with the foundation on. I don't just stand there waiting for time to pass. So I touch my face, I do expressions, I ate, and it held on really well actually. So I'm gonna do a close-up. As you can see, it's still almost completely intact on my cheeks. Around my nose I have a bit of pore enhancing. It's starting to sort of separate and I feel it kind of gliding on my skin. I haven't touched it at all, which in a normal day I would. I would kind of go in and blot some areas, maybe retouch wherever, but it's still super strong. On my chin, I ate, I cleaned my face and all of that with napkins, and I was holding my face right like this, so it's normal to have a bit more pigmentation showing through, but it hasn't broken apart in a weird way. It kind of collected a bit here, but other than that, I think it's pretty darn good, don't you think? As usual, I'm just one person, but if you have similar tastes and needs to mine, maybe I can give you, a heads up regarding my impressions on the foundation. Now, let's go into my favorite part, which is telling you what are the claims of the foundation and seeing if they held up on my face. First thing, this is selling for 58 euros in Sephora, France, and I think, how much was it? Yeah, £46 in Cult Beauty. So this has 32 shades according to the Cult Beauty website, although they do not have all the shades on this website. And they say this is inspired by the Ambient line, which is their powder line, which gives you that kind of beautiful finish to the skin, kind of light diffusing. And it says it glides and blends across your skin with an undetectable finish. I would say it is really skin-like when applied, and it stays the way you've applied it onto your skin, or most of your skin, throughout the whole day. So yes, thanks to its blurring spheres, this transfer-proof formula. Yes, true. It set and it didn't move, it didn't budge. I touched my face and hardly anything came out. Of course, if you rub it, it will come off, but eventually. But you can see it stayed on and it didn't feel tacky throughout the day. It set without being drying, which is super important. So amazing formula in that sense. Will conceal your imperfections, ensuring that you look your best in every angle under any light. Okay, delivering a medium yet buildable coverage. True, I think this is a true medium coverage. This soft focus foundation sits weightlessly on your skin until an hour ago. Absolutely agree. And marries well with your liquid cream and powder products. Yes, for the ultimate base. What's more, smooth out the appearance of fine lines while minimizing crater-like pores. I'd say it didn't minimize my pores, but it didn't enhance them either, which I very much appreciate. It didn't enhance my lines, and especially these ones. Things tend to sit in there, so true to a point. Yes, it didn't make them fade, if that's what they're trying to imply. Enjoy all day wear. That's totally resistant to sweat, water and humidity. Agree. Only right at the end, after the 10-hour mark, did I start to feel, like the oils were finally winning the battle. Enhancing your lit from within glow with a better than skin luminosity, available in 32 shades. This is definitely the foundation of the moment, and it has your name on it. Well, I would say that right off the bat when applying, it doesn't look glowy in the sense that it looks like right now. I think that during the day with the natural oils of your skin, it does develop a very natural glowing dewiness that doesn't feel sticky. And only now, 11 hours later, am I starting to feel actually greasy. So I think people with dry skin out there that have tried this and have a bit more age to their skin, maybe you can let us know how you find this, because off the bat, I would say that this. Maybe it's super comfortable, it doesn't feel matte, you know, those mattifying, suck you in kind of foundations. It's not like that. But the finish right off the bat is not glowy. That's what I meant. That's all I meant to say. Maybe with a good skincare underneath and a good, very glowy sunscreen, in my case, product underneath, maybe it will adapt, but I haven't tried it to that extent. What can I say about this one? In my opinion, this is very expensive, but it's the best foundation I tried this year. I've used it a few times and I really like it. And I dare saying, despite the shade range not being as amazing, that this is better than the Lisa Eldridge foundation, which has been one of my all-time higher coverage favorites. And I would say that because with the Lisa Eldridge one, you have to build a bit more to get to the coverage that you want, or that I want, because I need a bit more coverage. And after a while, because it's a bit of a self-setting formula, I feel like I'm racing against the product to have it built where I want it and blended in where I want it. Whereas with this one, because it has a bit more coverage off the bat, I do one layer, one thin layer, maybe a couple of pinpoint extras, and I'm good to go. So this is a bit easier to work with overall. The shade range isn't as brilliant. I love the self-setting feature. I love not having to powder my foundations, except I know this area is really oily. Nothing is going to last. I love the longevity of this. I love how it fades with dignity. It doesn't break down. It had a moment on my chin, which I usually just pat back in, so that doesn't disturb me. So yeah, overall, this is a very expensive foundation, but it's one of the best, maybe the best that I've tried this year. And I can tell you, I bought the NARS, the new one, light luminous something, and I bought the Pat McGrath foundation this year. And I can do Up Close and Poresonals on those two if you'd like. My pleasure. But this for me is a lot better. A lot better. Very low maintenance, easy to slap on your face. You don't need too much. It gives you all the coverage that you want. The finish is great. You can adjust with highlighters and glowy primers or skincare underneath if you like. So it's an all-in-one for me, for my skin, for my experience. So I hope you have enjoyed this video as usual. If you have, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see next from me. And as always, thank you for spending your time on me, and thank you for your patience with the setting of this video. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye!